Hello everyone! Welcome to the stream of the Semifinals Mappool Showcase for the OSU Philippines Catch Nationals 2023 edition. I'm Silvas Kaels, who is going to be your commentator for this showcase. Now, we shall proceed with the actual showcase, shall we? Just and here we are, number 1. Team is coolest, so he's your number 1 pick. I can't wait to see what this Atlas for us. So right off the bat, like you can already see some interesting patterns. Of course, this is a 6-point 38 stars, so he's definitely able to jump in the previous round, as he should. And not to mention, the length of this map is about 4 minutes. So this is essentially going to be really a test of consistency for the players here. To see some giant gaps here and there, and not to mention, again, like what I said a while ago, consistency is really going to be a test here. Like moving on from the first part, you can still see that it's really just relentless. This one's just gonna stop coming. I mean, it's not surprised. After all, this is a pick that's pretty much geared towards the consistency of the players here and there. Honestly, I can't wait to see how players will hold their ground in this, especially considering those big gaps are pretty much some of the scarier parts of the beat now. Honestly, not sure how the approach of someone would go for risking dropping some droplets here and there. Would you go for the consistency and maybe try to risk it all, trying to get the highest accuracy you could get? But really, it's just trying your best to be very balanced between the two. I mean, again, consistency is going to be a big test for everyone here, I'd have to say. Like, again, those big jumps, those like the ones where you have to really dash a lot of distance, those will certainly give you really a lot of nerves right here and there. I'd also like to add that, again, the amount, like, look at those big gaps. That's exactly why consistency is a big factor here. You really have to make sure that you're able to just breeze through these patterns without having too much fatigue in your gameplay. Because, I mean, yeah, sure, it may not be as physical as a mode like Mania, but the mental fortitude and stamina is definitely up there with the other modes. Being able to accurately know when you're supposed to stop, how much you're supposed to go, this map just really says it all. Really like and some players will not be in the mood to play this. Crash notes really can be a game changer for anyone here, I'd have to guess at the very least. Oh, some spinners here. Alright. I think that's about it. That's the end of the beat map. There is no technical beat. That I think is awesome. Build above 11. Another beat map by Natsuko. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate all of them. Everyone really. That being said, let's solve. What is this kind of map? It's a gimmicky map with technish map. What is that kind of thing? By the way, let me just again big shout out to Natsuko. Nomad 1 was coolest by custom mix. Sweet, it's a map by Ascendance. That being said, right now we're custom map at number 3. Build above 11. Sort of technical bursts you can see on the screen right now. Certainly could make some players change the momentum if they're able to catch them. The opponent fails to do so. You know, again, just something that I'd like to take note of here is, again, the bigger jumps that's really concerning for me. Like, I'm not sure how people are just able to catch those kinds of. To mention, notes are quite literally stacked on each other. Just able to push through, really. My goodness, like the mere fact that there's so many notes on top of each other, you really need to make sure that there's some gaps that you're able to catch. Just overall, it's a well-balanced beat, I have to say. I can definitely see the gimmicky aspect of this pick. About to approach the end here. Spinner and be your gimmicky with tech-ish. So before I continue, I just wanted to remind everyone that it's going to be 1st to 6 starting this. So this is gonna have 5 nomads, 3 hiddens, 3 double times, and 1 tiebreaker. There's only 1 tie. I almost said 3 tiebreaker. But anyways, we shall be proceeding with 4, which is going to be Edelweiss, beat map, Sakray, low AR technical beat map. So now we're going to be looking at how the beat map will be flowing through. Certainly, low AR is going to be a theme for this beat map. Looking at the beat map description or whatever, it is a beat map with an approach rate of 8. So certainly a low AR beat map. Like look at how small gaps are. mix of those two is certainly a recipe for disaster. Careful. Like, just look at how cramped the notes are. Like, oh wow, that was a very stacked set of notes. My goodness, I can definitely say with confidence that this is going to be a nerve-wracking snap for a lot of. Can definitely see why this pick is going to be something that's going to make nervous a lot. Like, wow, is this AR very low? Like, I can tell, like, it's just moving super slow compared to the typical beatmap. And here we go. That's it. Otherwise for you. Gonna be your Nomad 4. Low AR. I would say low AR. Wrap the Nomad picks up. Having Nomad 5. Convert pickup. Different. Even. Yeah, so continue playing, sorry, I mean showing. Yeah. Reminiscent of those standard, really reminiscent of those standard streams that we do in these content. Cover the order of the beat app. Players are still sort of having to challenge you while still being sort of somewhat comfortable. But at the end of the day, what's really going to make that challenging? I think the rank could be a contributor to that. It's like 3 minutes and 4 seconds. So it's a pretty long map in itself. Also, it's just continuously go down. You don't really have that many instances where you could breathe, have a breath of fresh air. Like literally, it's just a stream right now. I can just stream, break, but you have to pay attention still regardless. You can't just like let it go down. And now here's the break session that you probably may want to have, and you gotta be thankful that you could even get some breath of fresh air there. On and on and on. drop. And there are some parts where you could really end up dropping carelessly if you're not paying attention. So yeah, you just really have to play the beat maps consecutively, still having the mental stamina to do so. Now that we're done with all the no hidden consistency pick, I know 28 seconds. And of course, I've always talked about how the bottom half of your screen being covered is certainly going to be a big hindrance, but this speed map will definitely not be let down at anytime soon. I think it's like 3 minutes is just pity in general. Definitely can see the consistency aspect of it. Like, it just goes on and on and on with those bigger gaps. You really have to make sure that you're precise in being able to catch those. I just noticed this, but again, the consistency picks have really been, again, relentless. Dashes that you really have to be careful of. You have to make sure that you're very precise with these fruits. This is a pretty long beat. It's indeed true. Again, like, the brutality of drums are certainly going to be something that's like you really need to pay attention for in general. Like, look at those fruits that have numerous dashes and dumps. Wary off, actually. And there we go. That's the beat map. Just something you really need to be super attentive of. You really want to score high on this. And now moving on from here, of course we'll be having hit. This is going to be Last Samurai. Last Samurai is, if I'm not mistaken, wrong for this custom beat again. Again, we just really have to say, really grateful. Oh, it was re-uploaded. Okay, no, it wasn't a custom. I don't think it was a custom map, but either way, this is a map submitted. But either way, let's just show this. Okay, Xenos Last Samurai. Something you notice with this pick is its low AR update. I'm actually not sure what's the AR for this, but it's certainly not high. Definitely not a high AR, which is something that you have to be very wary of. Like look at the gaps of the just like again the fruits falling slow is certainly not going to be helping you at all. Like interesting to note how few notes there are. And also, look at those gaps! Again, like you really have to be careful and you have to make sure that you're just able to not over or undershoot your catcher at the very bottom, or else you're definitely gonna be making some mistakes here and there, which is absolutely not what you want to do when you're not in a when you're in a pressure situation, rather. These fruits are just... Woo! You can definitely tell some players might want to avoid if they're proficient in low AR stuff. Moving on from this, which is low HR, low AR HD, going with HD, going to be memes. This is your standard convert. Right, now proceed. Again, if you're jumpy, this is what at least how this would be described as in the Mappool. And again, just a continuous flow. The continuous flow of this beat map is certainly going to be a test of consistency and also proficiency when it comes to just able to catch those hits. And you have a break section. This is one of the break sections I see in the Mappool, one of the only break sections they do. A lot of these beat maps have relentless and continuous dropping of food, so seeing a break section is really regrettable. With the beat up, with the beat, I forgot the term where the I'm so sorry. would call it the speed up, I guess. Or the build up. There we go. The build up. You saw those stacked notes up against each other. Certainly going to be a point of concern if you are not careful whatsoever. That should do it. That's the last hidden pick. Man, I'm excited to see how players are gonna be able to play this. So after this pick, having our hard rocks already. Other Natsuko, thank you so much, Natsuko, for really everything you're doing for us, and I'm honestly really grateful that we have really dedicated to the craft, able to help us with the tournament. Let's now go with this beat map. Oh, it does look like the AR is pretty decent here. I mean, of course, they would have hard buckets. It's definitely going to be high. But then again, that's the name of the game here. Definitely really fast. Something you just cannot control or focus over. That was another drop from the replay here. It's quite unfortunate, but hey, they're still able to do it. And again, these stacked notes are certainly for players here, but hey, fast dropping of these notes certainly something indicative here of consistency, if I have to say. Like, this goes on and on and on. Like, I think we're only barely past the halfway point, so certainly it's going to be concerning things for folks. There you have it. There's the consistent hard drop pick. Certainly good. What the see? That moving on will be pick. Show it. Hard up to what we very big. It is very big after all. You can see here. The original circle size is actually 0. This is like, oh my goodness, that is very loud. I think you can actually like you can actually hear the effect more than the music of this way, or you could even like, properly hear it. Once again, more big circles that continuously drops. And it's just streams and all. Nothing. Imagine like a standard beat now. That's all streams. This is essentially what it is, you know. said, let's catch the beat, and my goodness, he just doesn't stop. He just goes on and on and on. No signs of slowing down whatsoever. Gotta be really effective. I actually wonder how players are going to be approaching this event. Again, no breaks, barely any stops whatsoever. Well, there's your break. Probably the only break you'll ever get from this beat. And even then, it's only very short. The beat that these things immediately after. Sure. So with the last 300 notes coming into play, have to be very careful. Have to be able to work through these fruits slowing down. Wow, it's just relentless. This goes down very fast. That should do it, I think. It's the final part of the beat now. Ooh, that part could probably trip up some players here and there, but yeah, there we go. That is gonna be Hard Rock 2. Big circle size, and you know, I just want to ask, what's the opposite of big? You know, isn't it small? Because right now, that's what we're going to be looking at. The Hard Rock number. Yes, it's going to be a convert pick, but circle size was certainly going to be a night and day when you compare these two beat maps. And yeah, there you go. There is the circle size coming into play right now. Ridiculously small. You could see the entire body of the catcher. That's how small this. Look at how small it is. How fast it is. The circle size on stand. Well, the circle size of this on Catch the Beat would be at 5 without the Hard Rock. So just imagine if that comes into play when it is added with the Hard Rock feature. Yeah, it just really goes on and on and on. And this is only 1 minute and like 58 seconds, so this is gonna be one of the shorter. I think it's actually the shortest. Wow, this part, like I think we're gonna be seeing some nerves being shown once this part hits. For Hard Rock 3, now moving on to the final odds. Double time. How these first donor song, Sinnoh's Rain. Definitely the double time factor added on. Not only will your catcher have to wait as the dropping fruits, certainly means that you'll have to be able to be more precise in how you catch those fruits. Because if I'm not mistaken, the catcher will also be moving faster, so you have to be more careful, more precise, and more accurate with your taps and how far you're supposed to be going. kind of pick for me. Like, there are pros and cons to having this kind of pick, especially to start off. Number one, it's definitely going to be a good way to try and see if your opponent is able to catch up with you on the harder stuff of things. But with that being said, it's also a double-edged sword, because if you do end up missing on a lot of this, you will definitely not maintain the lead. I think the worst case scenario is that your opponent will be able to gather more information about you. Now we'll be able to know what's your ability to do to precisely catch those fruits, even when there's the added challenge of the catcher being more sensitive to your capture. Definitely something you need to watch out for. I know players who look at all the strategies they can put in just to get the victory. Yeah, there we go. That's about it. That's gonna be actually sort of, you know, remember when Hard Rock 2 was the very big size? Double Time 2 on the other, you'll be seeing small. Last Christmas. Definitely smaller circles. I don't know, there's something about smaller circles. I have to make sure that it's falling down at the right spot. And you're only given such a narrow space to be able to catch those. These smaller circles really just makes me wonder, how would you be able to catch those fruits when you know that the catcher is more sensitive? You know that it's smaller, so certainly the added difficulty of being able to catch these fruits precisely will definitely be an added factor here. Now you have a small break section. Better be happy while this lasts, because I don't think there's more of that. Yeah, we're at the final quarter of the map. Those gaps just start to get pretty big. Like, wow, definitely going to be challenging factor. If yeah, you know that the catcher is more sensitive to your tap, so you'll be able to travel longer, but you also have to make sure you can balance that. Remember, it's really a game of precision and accuracy. How you'll be able to catch these properly. I love you, I meant it. Someone special. That's about it. To wrap off all the normal picks on the pool, we'll be seeing Double Time 3, which is going to be actually testing one of the challenging aspects of Catch the Beat. It's going to be platter control. It's certainly something that Double Time tests. Definitely see why the platter control is going to be a factor here. The AR is really, because it's really low. Not sure if that's the right term. But I think the more appropriate way to say this is the fruits are pretty clamped up with each other. That in mind, gotta make sure that the capture does not go too far. Definitely go too short. Wow. Now we have sort of great section of this finish. Final stretch of so that's about it. Wrap up the final pick of the normal stuff. Woo! Now, onto the final beat map of the entire map pool. We'll be having our tiebreaker. Can't wait to see what this one is. It's going to be Canvas Chimera Armina. This is a beat map by Reaper. Semifinal. Final tiebreaker. How everyone's gonna do it. Approach rate is at 10.6 accuracy. At this point. Start things off with streams already. I mean, this is a 5-minute beat map. Of course, it's gonna be the longest. It's gonna be the longest beat map. It's hard to, like, right now you're created with some, I'd say, like, I don't know how to describe this. It's sort of broken speeds, and wow, that's a very fun stat. Yeah, it just continues with 1 quarter mark of the song already. Speed map is certainly not going to be letting go at any point. those jumps, those dashes really going to be proven to be challenging to everyone. Anyone really, I have to say. Time is like of the essence, and like there's still pretty much half of the beat map one, so I think that there's a lot of opportunities. There's that's up really. Like yeah, more dashes coming into place, and it's just going on and on. Pretty sure. Like my goodness, this is going to be a really difficult beat map. And now just going on and on, continuous streams of notes really. Now at the final stretch of the map, we get the one short break. Just overall challenging in terms of, I'd say it's just a perfect balance of challenge. Like it just gives you everything. It gives you the challenge of technicality with those clunk notes here and there, jumps that are pretty long. Also, I don't know, just jumps. It's just a lot of challenging punches. And I can tell the nerves will certainly be a factor as well. That is going to be playing into the card scene. Yeah, we're at the final few seconds. More and more streams. That should do it though. Wow, like I can tell players will be super nervous. Maybe just hoping the map will finally end. It's gonna be one of those maps that just keep on going. Hopefully, just you just do not find any drop whatsoever. At the very end though, that's about it. This is the pool for the Yoso Philippines Catch National 2023 Semifinals round. And now, I wanted to say this though. We're at the end of the day. I just hope that everyone enjoys the matches here. Schedules I think are going to be finalized more, just to be 100% sure that accurate everyone would be able to play. But at the very end, that's about it really. Mappool should be released sometime later. Okay, hopefully. Schedules again will be. Alright, thank you so much everyone for coming stream. Hope that you enjoyed seeing Mappools, and good luck on the matches, and bye!